All right, everybody, how you doing? Captain Jack here. Is my, let me see, is my, you guys hear me? Hopefully so. Everybody, how you doing? Okay, no, that should be it. Valerie, I hope you can hear me now. I hope you can hear me now, because there is a little bit of a drop on time. Okay, good. Yeah. Ed Winchell says it best. Now you can. Yeah, okay, Philly. Good. Just wanted to make sure. Today's game was such, and again, I can only do this when we play on the East Coast. I can do 2 shows. But since we don't play on the East Coast anymore, my shows will be after the games from now on. We got 4 games left. We got 4 games left. And if we have a good night tonight, only because of we all hate the Chiefs. And I'm right there with Valerie. Wouldn't it be something to, and I know that we're the only team to beat the Chiefs, I get it, but I really don't want the Chiefs to have the 1 seed. I really don't want the Chiefs to have the 1 seed, and it would be nice for, and God, you know, like, yeah, the Steelers having the 1 seed, I know we don't like the Steelers, but in comparison, so there it goes. So after the games, the next games that we have, and they're all 4 o'clock games. Next week we have Indianapolis at Vegas. Then we have the Chargers at Vegas. Then we have Miami at Vegas. And then we end the year in Denver. And right now, Denver is winning. And this is like I had my Superfan show the other night, and I had one of the Kansas City Superfans, and it was kind of like when we had the first game against Kansas City, and this guy was like, "Oh my God, you know, we're gonna win so bad. You know, we're taking you to town. You know, just you know, don't show up, okay?" And the fact is that today was a game, or you saw on all these games, the Raiders played like ass a lot of the times against a winless Jets team and barely won. Jason Dean, we do have a shot at the division, but you know the Chiefs would have to lose. They'd have to basically lose out, and I don't see that happening. The Chiefs losing out, and we would have to win out. We would have to be 12-4, and the Chiefs would have to lose out to be 11-5. That's about the way it is, and I know it's a shot. You know, I sound like the guy in, you know, Dumb and Dumber. So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah, sure, there's a chance. But we need to do what we need to do. And that is play Raider football up to our utmost. Up to our utmost. Again, I wanted to make sure that everybody knows before we go on. Obviously, if you are here live, thank you for being here live. And I need to get this out more often, is I need to say, hey, I'm on live. I got to do it on my phone. Because I've done it on Facebook. We got to get folks out there. I love being here. And I also want to make sure that you guys know, and I'm going to show this as well. I got one of the prizes ready that is going to be, that we are going to be vying for. Again, and I was talking about this before, obviously. Another one of the Fred Biletnikoff signed photos That's one. That's something that's in the hopper. Okay? But in order for you to win, and we're going to have like a carousel of prizes. I'm going to say this is the prize. This is one of them. Okay? A Fred Biletnikoff signed photo. Okay? That's special as it is. But I did get this in the mail. And this is something I'm really happy to show you. This is a commemorative. Let's see on the side. Okay? See that? This is a collector's edition. Jack Daniels. A collector's edition Jack Daniels. What do you call it? Prize pack? This is a Jack Daniels Raiders hat special. And of course the box. I ain't opening this. Or I should say, I'm not opening the one that I have. But this is another one. This is going to be on the carousel of prizes. And I want to thank my friends out in Vegas where I was able to acquire it. I have other things coming. And Matt is right up on the challenge. Okay, thank you there, Matt. Matt is, where's my sheet? I had a sheet that had all the people that gave today. Oh, here it is. Ed Winchell was in today as well, and I have Matt 7207, and he's in for one. I guess it would be good if my pen worked. I'll get this down. 7207 is in for 5. And I appreciate, let me read the chat. Says, Raiders win not pretty, but we are still in the playoff home. We must show up next week, just win. I agree. And Philly, you couldn't win that anyway because you're underage. Drink it online. No, I'm not going to drink it live. But you see that on any given Sunday, even a team as horrific as the Giants, 4 wins, goes out and beats Seattle in Seattle. The Minnesota Vikings needed overtime to beat a 1-win Jacksonville team. And I don't think that they were scoreboard watching because the Jets want to get that first pick. And we're always talking about playing to win and all these other things. But the Jets wanted to win today, and it took until the last 5 seconds of the game for us to win. And I will admit it. I thought the game was lost when Carr threw on 4th down to Aguilar in the end zone. It was off his fingertips. And, game over. Game over, man. Game over. There's a movie quote for you. Okay, and again, I appreciate Matt got the notification. If you are here and you make sure that you are subscribed to the show, if you ring the bell and make sure that it sounds off, it'll tell you when I'm on the show. So I'm glad that everybody's here, and I'm glad for all my loyal fans. Jason Dean wants it, so that's a good sign. And again, I'm not a drinker. I will drink to not drinking, not alcohol. But I've been eating so much salad right now and protein, meat. I got some hard-boiled eggs I'm going to eat. That's going to be my dessert, hard-boiled eggs. But I need to continue to do this because I got to lose weight. Matthew, again, thank you for that super chat, $5. Again, if you want an entry in, and again, these prizes are going to be building up. And when the pot gets to a portion where, first off, I'm waiting on YouTube to tell me that they're sending me all the money from Super Chat. I'm still waiting. That sucks. I'm starting to look like a rabbit. I would never look like a rabbit. I have lost 7 pounds as of today. And again, love to my Valerie. I love Valerie. Valerie's awesome. But that's why I had the second show, because I want to make sure that people are here, get a chance to call in. And again, this will be the last double show of the year, because again, it was an East Coast start. And you know, I can do this when we're on the East Coast. I will also say that if you aren't liking the announcers that are on TV, and you want to listen to a Raider broadcast from somebody that gives you positivity, listen to me on the Apple app. It's called Colorcast. I appreciate you being there on Colorcast. It's great, because I will call you the game and you'll get a nice positive Raider spin. Even when we were losing and all the things, I will give you the information. You'll hear it in my voice. You'll hear it in my voice how upset I am. But I will give you the information. I'll give you everything you need. And I hear from people that I actually do a pretty good broadcast. That was that a first down play? KC is driving, but the Broncos need to do something. No, it's on Colorcast. It's an app, Mike. It's an app. It's on Apple. You go to the apps and then you listen to my game. But I'm going to be opening up the phone lines in a minute, because again, there's a lot of things that we can talk about. Make sure that, yep, my line is open. And hopefully, yeah, I know, Brian, I wish it wasn't just on Apple. I am an Android guy. There's a flag. Kelsey has a touchdown, but there is a flag. Let's see what this flag is. The way people are reacting, it looks like it's on Denver. Let's see this. Offside, okay. Valerie, Trent Brown is eating Twinkies. Trent Brown is eating Twinkies. There you go. Matt says it. Eating Twinkies and staying on Twitter. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. So let's get some calls in here. Hopefully, I want to hear from everybody. If you're in on the broadcast tonight, I definitely would love to hear about it. So KC is up 18, so 19-16. So they're only up 3. And that's their first touchdown of the night. Line is open, 813-699-0834. We'll be here as long as there's callers in. In fact, I'm going to make sure, need that G, because G called me earlier. And let's see here. Because he called me, I want to make sure that, there you go. Because we definitely would love to have a game now, or have Raider G in on the broadcast. So, again, hopefully we'll get some people in here. But there's a lot of things. Hey, Matt Marinovich. Matt, by the way, I want to express my condolences to you, because I know that you are a cousin, I believe, of Marv Marinovich. And again, our condolences to the Marinovich family and clan on Marv's death. I just saw that the other day. Marv, obviously, Todd's father, a standout player at USC, and was important with the Raiders. He played one game for the Raiders, but he's been important in their lore, obviously, you know, with Todd and everything else. Yeah, go Denver. I got to say it. So prayers to Matt Marinovich. Oh, was it last week? I'm sorry. I just got the information. So I apologize if it was late. So my condolences to you and your entire family. But best to you. Line is open, 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. we're watching a good game. And I mean, after the broadcast, I'm my dessert. I'm gonna have a hard-boiled egg and some pistachios. Why? Because pistachios. Yeah, they're probably fat, but they're nuts and they're protein. So I'm gonna have some pistachio. I like pistachios, and I'll have some hard-boiled eggs. I'll put some hot sauce on it. But I want to continue to drop weight. Hopefully, it will continue to go on. But yeah, if you wanna call in, hopefully we'll get some folks calling in out there again. Let's check out the phone on here. Matt 72007. There you go. Who's in for the $5 donation? Thank you. That Raider Jason Dean, Demon King is in here. Hopefully he was still in here. And I know that we're going to have a call from Philly tonight because Mike is in here. Philly sports fan. Ed Winchell, thank you for being here as well. Again, love my Valerie. Matt Marinovich is a definitive commenter, so one of these days maybe Matt will call in. I mean, that would be so nice to hear from Matt. But Matt is always in on the comment line, and I appreciate that. And we got a call, and it's Ed Winchell. Ed Winchell, how are you doing tonight, brother? What's going on?
How you doing, shipmate?
Hey, it's a Sunday night and we're here and I'm above ground, so it's and the Raiders. I don't know if I had, but I had on one of the things, Escape from New York. I went back to.
I saw that.
Yeah,
just like the movie,
just like the old movie, and it was and Snake Plissken. He had an eye patch, so it was similar in that respect as well.
Kurt Russell played it also.
Yes, it was. Kurt Russell playing Snake Plissken, yes.
Right. You were so great calling the game today, and you were hilarious at the end.
Oh, my God.
I could not stop laughing. Man, that guy, he was out of bounds. No, he wasn't out of bounds. I was a fumble. No, it wasn't a fumble. I was waiting for you to, blow your steam off. Man, it was just so funny.
Oh, man, I tell you, if you hear me and I'm be like that one guy in do you ever see that old Saturday Night Live episode where John Belushi goes to the psychiatrist? It's kind of like the scene in Office Space where the psychiatrist drops dead of a heart attack, putting the guy into a trance. Well, the same thing, if you hear from me and you don't hear anything again, somebody dial 911 because I've had a bad conniption in my heart.
Well, we'll always take care of you, Cap. Don't you worry about a thing.
Well,
we were wounded today. A lot of us were playing hurt, as they say, or not playing at all. I think that hurt us big time. But I got to commend the guys for putting it together and getting it done. I thought we were going to lose, like all of us did. Anybody that didn't must have been drinking too much. But I thought it was a loss, and our season was over. But only the Raiders can make a man lose his mind in 1 3-hour time frame.
Yeah. And the one thing is that, watching the pass from Carr to Ruggs, and again, my plaudits to Henry Ruggs, because Henry Ruggs had a horrible game until his last catch. His hands tipped the ball for an easy interception, which was on him, not Carr. He gets a first down on a pass, and then gets a fumble out of it, which leads to the Kansas City, I believe, getting their not Kansas City, I'm sorry, which leads to the Jets getting a topper of a score. So if it wasn't, but again, Ruggs came back, and after Carr didn't connect with Aguilar a couple times, he hits Carr on a dime. And he didn't lead him so much. You let it air out. And I was just surprised that, the Jets were playing without a deep safety. I just it amazes me that they
It was amazing.
Deep safety. Yes.
And if I don't know if you caught it, but Ruggs had 3 or 4 yards on the defender.
Yes.
They weren't even close.
Not even.
Not even. They weren't even that close. But I think the Raiders, I would like them to see use Ruggs more effectively. How can you stop us when we've got Renfro in the slot, Waller going across the field, Ruggs going deep, Jacobs making? I mean, we're unstoppable when we got all cylinders. And if we're going to put our cylinders together and have a nice tuned machine, now's the time to start making that happen.
Right. And like I said, I can only say that, my God, can you imagine how good this team could be with a good defense? And they got the players. They just don't got a coordinator that knows what the hell's going on. And I'm sorry to say that. I mean, yes, Gunther doesn't play it down. He doesn't. But by the same token, these players, if they played within a system where they were, were able to show off what they can do and not just play so horribly at times, I gotta say that if you have the right defensive coordinator in there, that this team could be a perennial playoff contender and win the AFC West.
I've had my eye on Gruden for about 25 years. As far as his leadership, strategy, progression, everything, he's phenomenal. But when it gets down to the fact that he allows himself to get out of the game frame and become more personable with certain people, that is what's really going to take it down if we're not going to be able to do this. And you can't have that. You can't have that. You can't have that come between your better judgment on what you should do, because you, me, and all of us, your listeners and everything, for 2 or 3 years have been saying that Gunther's awful. Last year when Marinelli came in, we wanted Marinelli to be the DC, and yet we still have Gunther. And we're seeing the results, which is not very satisfying. And that is our crutch right now.
Right.
And like you said, if we had a good defense, if we had a manageable defense, we would be heading above a lot of teams. I think right now our defense is unsatisfactory at best.
Yeah.
We've got 2 or 3 players that are key players, but we got to get some, somebody on the edge as far as defense, on the right especially, and we got to be able to shore up some big bodies up there. We're never going to get Trent Brown back. Got to get rid of him right now. I don't think Richie will ever come back.
Right, and those are 2 things that we need. We need a right tackle, because even if Trent Brown plays this year, I doubt seriously that Trent Brown is going to be there next year, because I think the Raiders are going to cut him. I really do. If you think Trent Brown is coming back, I don't think you're correct. I think Trent Brown will be cut. I think that Mariota, who's got a big contract, I don't see him being there next year. So I think that is like $18 million if you add it up. I believe it's $18 million.
Isn't that over 2 years though?
No, I'm talking at the end of this year that Trent Brown could be cut.
No, Mariota, I was saying. Mariota, isn't his 2 years?
Yeah, no, he was on a deal where we can cut him and we don't have to, we don't owe him anything.
Uh-huh.
We don't owe, he might have signed a 2-year deal, but it was a 1-and-1.
Right. Well, I think we all know, and hopefully Gruden knows, what we've got to do to, shore up things and become the team that we're capable of being. We are the closest we've been since 2001 or 2, whatever year we were in the Super Bowl. And I think that with the right tweaks here and there, we'll be able to be number one. Then we'll be able to be number one on the AFC West. We're not going to be number one and win our division this year.
No.
Kansas City only has one loss.
Right, and that's why I said that, we would have to win out, and Kansas City would basically have to lose out in order for us to be the champions. And again, there's going to come to a point where Kansas City will probably have the AFC West wrapped up in about 2 weeks. If they continue to win. Now, granted, they could lose tonight, and right now it's still an iffy game. But I'd love to see Denver beat Kansas City. And remember, Kansas City should have lost to us twice. They should have lost to the Panthers, and they should have lost to the Chargers in Week 1.
And Big Bad Titans lost today.
Right.
Miami, I really don't think we need to concern ourselves with Miami.
No, see, Ed, I disagree. We need to
I know you do.
We need to concern ourselves with the next 4 games, because I tell you what, if we play like we did today against any of these people, those are L's. Those are L's. And I really think
I think the Indy game is going to be our toughest. The Chargers were held to 0 points today.
Right.
So no, I feel good about the rest of our games.
Ed, you feel better than I do.
What's that?
You feel better about him than I do. That's for sure.
Well, I think once we get Jacobs back in, we get who else? Abrams back in. Arnett gets back in shape. Arnett just played 1 or 2 series today.
Yeah.
He's been very effective for us this season.
Well, see, and the one thing is, because I didn't have the TV up, I don't know what happened with Arnett. I just know that he went out and that Gore was out with a concussion. But you notice they never said what his injury was, Arnett?
I thought Arnett was a concussion also.
Okay, well, I never saw it. If it was a concussion, I never saw it. At least, I might have missed it. But I was waiting. It said Gore had a concussion. And it said the offensive lineman was out with a foot. But it never said anything about Arnett. I might have missed it.
Right. All right, shipmate. Well, one heck of a day. Great call in the game tonight. Keep up your diet, if you want to call it a diet. I just refer to it as your new way of eating.
Yeah.
That's all. That's the only way to think about it. And I'll talk to you next week.
You got it. Hey, Ed, thanks again. I appreciate your participation and promotions and all the things that you do.
Anytime, my friend. God bless.
God bless you as well. That's Ed Winchell. Thank you for being here. So we don't have to knock him out because Ed's not here. Who's that? Ed. Who? Ed, man. Ed's not here. No, I know it's Dave, but you know what I'm saying. Dave's not here. Ed's not here. Line is open, no. 813-699-0834. Getting back to the chat line. Again, if you give a $5, it can be the $4.99 one too. I'm not going to quibble over a penny. If you give a $5 donation via the super chat, super message line? I think it's called super chat, super sticker. There you go. Super chat, super sticker. Then you will get an entry into when I'm going to be doing all of these different prizes. Again, I don't have the Marcus Allen helmet in this carousel. I don't. I'm gonna probably push that until like maybe 2,500. So when I get to 2,500, I got another Marcus Allen. That one is right down here. I got another one. I got another Marcus Allen helmet. Pretty soon I'd be giving away helmets I don't have doubles of. But that's the big Marcus Allen helmet. I do have some some small helmets. We call it the minis. So, but we'll get into that as well. But there's only so much, again, because even I have a chance to, you know, it's great. Oh my gosh, is my tree out? I'm seeing there's a problem with my Christmas tree. I'll have to check it out. Maybe it was the maybe it's the because it's the one of the string of lights. Oh my God! Well, I can't do it now, so I will definitely check when I am done with the broadcast. Line is open 813-609-0834. If you want to call in, I'd love to hear from Valerie. I love my Valerie. Philly sports fan, you want to call in, and again, thank you to Matt for his $5 donation, as well as Ed Winchell earlier today, who had another $4.99 one. Yeah, it is a Raiders Christmas tree there, Mike. I put it up on Facebook. Every ornament on the tree is a Raider ornament. Every one. That bugs me though. I mean, I'm seeing all of the. I wonder why the lights are off. There's like one string of lights. It's totally off. I don't know. I'll have to check it. Anyway, line is open 813-699-0834. Yeah, it's a very nice tree. Check it out on Facebook. Ooh, I don't think that's a catch. I don't think that's a catch. But we definitely want to hear from you. If Mike wants to talk, I mean, Mike, what are your feelings about the New York Giants winning that division? I still feel that if you don't have a winning record, I don't think you should be able to be a division, get into the playoffs, even if you win your division. If you don't have a winning record, that's what I would say. Mike says he's going to call in, so hopefully we'll hear from him. Again, 813-609-0834. We are waiting. Again, hopefully Valerie will call in as well. I love listening to Valerie. And again, thanks to you, the listeners. If we have no calls, this is going to be a short show. I wanted to make sure that everybody had the opportunity. And I was trying to go on at 9:30ish, but again, that other video was late. So I didn't get a chance to get that done. Oh, okay. I just got a text from Vicky. Raider Cat says hi to me. So Vicky is out in a steakhouse. That's another thing I'm craving is friggin' beef. I haven't had beef in a while. Valerie
Hello.
is here. How are you doing, darling? Good to hear from you. What's up, honey?
Oh, nothing. Just nothing like a heart attack to end your evening, right?
Oh my God! And you talk about it. And again, I really was. I was so. And even Ed Winchell was saying that I had to watch my blood pressure and for my heart and all the other things.
Yeah.
But you can only, hey, by the way, Mike, you can only knock her out when it says knock out the caller. So you got to give Valerie her minutes. And Ed Winchell loves your voice, honey. I do too.
So I don't know. When the last drive when we had like a minute and whatever left, I told my daughter, I said, we're going to win this. Because she's like, oh my God. I said, no, we got this. I go, this is plenty of time for Derek Carr. So, but my whole thing with today's game was there was moments where the defense looked like amazing. Like they were hitting and it was like they were rushing and they made a lot of stops. And then all of a sudden here comes 24 unanswered points by the Jets. Like,
right.
I don't understand. Oh shit! They just got a touchdown. Anyways, I just don't understand that. How for 5 minutes they can play super hard, and then all of a sudden it's like they just stop playing. I don't get it. And again, my feeling on Paul Gunther. I've said this for 2 years now.
Yes, and I love that. That's why we love you, because we agree. And by the way, I saw a flag. Okay, they said there's a flag.
Yep, there is a flag. Yep, it's coming back.
Yeah, and you know what? And Tyreek Hill is such
that little bastard. You just see him do that backflip.
He's a showboat asshole. He's a showboat asshole.
He is. Yes, he is. Let's see what the flag is. It's coming up right now. Holding offense. Haha, it's coming back. All right, yeah. So anyways, I mean, to be honest, I think Ed was saying, how many players we're missing, and in all reality, it really does matter. And I don't know what's happening with our offensive line either. Like, for the first half of the season, Carr had all day long. It's like the pocket collapses very quickly. And I don't understand that because, I guess the only person we're really missing is Brown, right? But he's been out forever.
Right. We're missing Brown, but we are missing Incognito, but Denzel Good has played well. And we haven't really missed Incognito, and Good played well, and Good actually played well. I know that's kind of like a tongue twister. Good played well for Brown when he was playing in at right tackle, so I tell you, the most valuable person on our offensive line right now is Denzel Good.
Yeah. Yeah, and how about Darren Waller? Man, come on. That guy's nuts.
Yes. And 200 yards as a tight end, I think somebody said that it's only been done 4 times.
4 times, yep. 4, and you don't see Kelsey's name on that list.
Yeah, well, who are the people that have 200 yards as a tight end?
It was Shannon Sharp was one of them, I believe. I don't remember. Shannon Sharp's the only name that stuck out to me for whatever reason. But, Kelsey was not on that list.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad there's something that we can say that Darren Waller has done that Travis Kelce has never done. You would think that Travis Kelce would have had that with the way that he plays us all these years.
Yeah. Flag. Let's see.
Well, you must be ahead of me by a good 7 to 10 seconds. Oh yeah.
They got the ball back because of unnecessary roughness.
Oh my God.
Look at that. They stopped him on 3rd and 20, and now look at this. Oh. Yep, can't do that. Can't hit someone in the face.
Yeah. No, I didn't see it. Let's see here. So okay. No. So but it should be. But shouldn't it be post foul?
Let's see.
I would think.
Because Mahomes is on the sideline. Yeah. Mahomes is on the sideline.
It should be a post punt foul. So so it's 15 yards back from what. Or depending on when it was, half the distance. But again, as long as they maintain possession, so that's good there. But Valerie, like I said, it was great to see. And again, I'll be honest, if you were listening to my color cast.
I don't have Apple.
Yeah, I know. And again, I only bought my iPad in order to do this because I'm an Android guy as well. So maybe you can.
My daughter has Apple.
There you go. Borrow her phone on Sundays.
Yeah. But I don't know. Look, I'm on all of these different sites on Facebook, Raider pages, and the disrespect. Okay, look, not everybody wins a great win and that doesn't look fabulous and fantastic. Like this one here. If the Chiefs happen to pull this out, you could say a lot of stuff as a Chiefs fan. They look like shit. They couldn't get a touchdown. The Chiefs couldn't run the ball against. You could say whatever, but at the end of the day, our fans bitch if we win and they bitch if we lose. So I don't know. Was it pretty? No. But did we get the win? Yes. And they said we haven't won in New York since 1996.
Yes. The last time we won, Jeff Hostetler was quarterback and Bo Jackson was the running back.
Yeah. So I mean, look, we ended that. However it came down to, but that last drive, look, we did it, and it was great. Derek Carr had almost 400 passing yards today.
Yeah, and he was money when he needed to be. In fact, the interception that he had was not on him.
Wasn't his fault. No.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he didn't fumble. Although when he was going for that run into the corner of the end zone, I was like, oh God, please don't fumble the ball.
I know. We all were, I think.
And maybe you guys can tell me this as well, because when I saw that when Farrell had the second strip and Max Crosby had the ball, I did not see him being touched. And he should have had, to me, that should have been a touchdown.
Right. No, he was not touched. And we were flipping our crap over here, too. We were going nuts. Yeah. No, he was not touched. No.
Right. So was there an inadvertent whistle? Is that why they said that it was blown dead or something? Because that's
They never said. They never said. No.
And see, if we would have lost because of that, okay, because again, that's an extra 6 points that was important to the outcome of the game.
Yep. Oh, we just got a pass interference here on the Chiefs, I think.
Okay, well, again, you are ahead of me because right now, what's his nose just passed the ball, and then I just saw Patrick lying on the ground.
Pass interference. Yep, pass interference. Mm-hmm.
And this is why, folks, I love doing the broadcast, but because I have DirecTV, I am always a good 7 to 10 seconds behind anybody, so I apologize. But trust me, if you get the Apple broadcast and you get it synced up where you halt your TV for about 7 to 10 seconds, I guarantee you it'll be worth it than listening to whoever the hell is on the broadcast. Because that's not being conceited. It's just I know what my skills are, and I know I will call a good game. And even KC Robb says that he loves the way that I broadcast. Vince, welcome in. Thank you for being here as well, V-Dub.
Yeah, so I'll have to get with my daughter. We'll have to hook that up on Sunday from her phone.
Well, if you can, I would love to have you there and comment in because again, I enjoy that and I'm in on the ground floor of this and the guy said that and I appreciate all that he's done for me and that all I can do for him. I want to make sure the word gets out. If you're Raider Nation and you're not listening to me, and I say this in a nice way, if you're not listening to me, you're avoiding a really good broadcast.
Yeah, because every commentator has nothing but
disdain.
Shit to say about us. Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah. And it was funny today because
it's disgusting.
Yeah,
actually.
Adam Archuleta I believe he was a Raider for a little while, like at the very end of his career.
Who?
The guy that was the color guy. Spiro Ditos hates the Raiders. I don't know where he's from, but he hates the Raiders. And Adam Archuleta, who is the color commentator, who played the majority of his career for the Rams, I thought that he played for the Raiders a little while, but it was even he couldn't give anything positive about the game. So at least you're gonna get positivity when I'm mad or when I'm upset. You're gonna hear it in my voice. But yeah, there you go. Hey, Vince, I love Vince. There you go. If you're not listening to Captain Jack, you don't have good taste. Thank you there, Vince. I really do appreciate that.
I feel really confident, though, about the rest of the games. Maybe one or two a little questionable, but I think, like Ed said, we get the rest of our guys back, get back. I think today was huge for us. If we lost today, it would have been done. But I think, just the heart and the will and the poise of Derek Carr bringing us back. I think I think, going home. I think we have 3 at home, right?
Yeah,
3 games at home?
We got the next 3 at home, and then we go to Denver.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, honey, I hate doing this to you, but I got to bounce you because Michael's
That's
on,
okay.
and I love hearing from you.
All right. Talk to you soon.
All right, take care. That is Valerie. I love Valerie. I do love Valerie because she is so awesome. And there you go. Mike Givens, you bounced out my favorite girl, so you better have a good call. What's going on, brother?
Oh, I'm sorry. How you doing, Captain?
I'm good, man, and I don't worry. Like I said, I love hearing from Val because again, a lady that is as good looking as she is and as knowledgeable as she is, that is a prize in a woman. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, it's a rough day for obviously both of us. The Eagles played later in the day, so I was watching Red Zone, and they kept flashing the Raiders game on when you guys were down, and I'm like, there's no way that the Raiders are going to lose to the Jets. The Jets are trying to lose all their games to get that first pick and get Trevor Lawrence, but I don't know how do we feel watching the end of that game. Did you guys think you guys were going to pull it out?
Well, I'm glad that we pulled it out, but again, I was even looking again and I hate harping on things, and people are saying that it's just a conspiracy theorist. But again, and I was talking about it with the call with Val. In my estimation, Crosby has a touchdown and should be there for the touchdown. He was not down. There was nothing said. Maybe the officials blew the whistle. That's the only thing that I can think of because, again, they didn't do anything, and that was a touchdown that the Raiders needed. And even at the very end, when they screwed up again, when the Raiders had the guy and they pushed him out of bounds and it should have stopped the clock, the officials had the clock run. Now, granted, in the long run, it worked out. There you go. Definitely another $5 for Vince. Thank you for that, Vince. Now I got to get my piece of paper. Vince, where's my sheet of paper? Oh, there it is. Vince with another entry. Thank you there, Vince. I can't wait. Now, Vince, you weren't here earlier, but I have the Captain Jack, the Jack Daniels Raider pack. It's basically it's a Raider special edition from Las Vegas. It says Las Vegas Raiders, and it's a special edition with a Raider hat. I know I'm not opening mine. I'm just going to keep it. Sonny, welcome into the show as well. Now, talk to me about your Eagles.
Yeah, it's not looking good. I mean, obviously it didn't look good today. We finally saw Jalen Hurts today. He got some playing time, and now the big question is, everybody's saying, do we start Wentz? Do we start Hurts? I don't know. Carson Wentz obviously isn't playing good this year, and there's a lot on the line, but I really can't say whether he's going to be our starting quarterback going forward. I really don't know. And that hurts me to say. I like Wentz, but I'm losing confidence in him. I feel like I already have, but I don't know.
Well, and what are the broadcasters in Philly? Because obviously Philly is a very hateful city. What are they saying in the city of brotherly love on Sports Talk? Because WIP and the other Sports Talk stations are probably just grilling Wentz over the grill, and also not just Wentz but the coach Peterson.
Yeah, I try not to listen to it because they just hate on Wentz and they just talk bad on the team. But we're hearing that Peterson's job is on the line, and I don't know if anybody needs to go. I think it's Howie. I hate how he has done in the draft the past few years. We could have taken DK Metcalf, we could have taken Justin Jefferson, but I think out of everybody he needs to go. And we've been saying for years that our defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz needs to go. So I think those are the two people that need to go, and I feel like I'd be fine with Peterson staying another year if we get a good OC.
Right. And again, it's just a matter of, Peterson was that great coach that brought you guys the Super Bowl. Obviously, Foles was instrumental in that, but Carson Wentz has not been the same Carson Wentz that he was, and It's just a matter of the fact that, if he's not going to live up to it, and I don't know how much more of because you guys gave him that big contract, I don't know how much more of that hook you have on that contract, but that's probably something that's going to be, over your heads for a bit, and you got to find out when it is more plausible to get rid of that contract, or you're going to have to eat a lot of money.
Right, and I mean, I think when he was good with Frank Wright. That's and I feel like next year he's going to need it. We're going to need to trade him. I feel like he's going to be the starter in Indy, and Jalen Hurts is going to be our starting quarterback.
Okay, now why do you say Indy? Is there something that you're hearing?
Because Frank Wright's the head coach in Indy,
right?
And Carson Wentz had his best year in 2017 when we had Frank Wright.
Ah, okay.
He hasn't. I personally don't think he's been an all-star QB like he has. He hasn't played that great like he did in 2017 with Frank Wright. But I do want to ask you one question about the Raiders.
Sure.
So, you guys have a hard schedule coming up. Do you think you can win out or have a winning record to get that 7th seed in the playoffs for the AFC or not? Who do you see getting it if not?
I mean, if we play like we did today, no. I'm being honest. I mean, if you play again, the Raiders won today, but it was by the skin of their chinny chin. Okay, and I don't see. And again, Valerie was saying that all these Raider fans are bitching about wins and bitching about losses. I get it, and I'm trying not to be that. Again, I was so excited and so happy that we won. Hey, Hot Neil, thanks for coming in. But again, if the effort was there, the total effort, if they play like they played today against a team with 0 wins, how can you feel good? And again, Valerie feels good and Ed Winchell feels good. I am always one of these people that I'm an analyst, and I say that I have to look at what I'm seeing in front of me. But if they put the effort out, great. If we played like we did at the beginning of the season, fantastic. But last year at this time of year as well, we just knuckled under. We lost to the Jets, right? In New York last year. It would have been like last week when we did the same thing. We did, we played horribly, okay? But the Raiders need to go back to doing what they did well. And I'm hoping, no, Hot Neil, we didn't kick ass today, but I will allow the comment. If the Raiders can play up to potential, yeah. I see that the Raiders can be 11-5. I see that they could be 11-5. But that means they'd have to win out. I don't think that they will. I think that and I did pick this, I said 10-6. So that means that the Raiders are going to win 3 of their next 4 games to go to 10-6. But is that going to be good enough? Well, if those 2 of those wins are against Miami and Indianapolis, then yes, 10-6 should get you into the playoffs with tiebreakers. But
yeah.
One of those, and if you got to beat both of those teams in order to win that. Okay, I gotta see it. I gotta see it.
Hey, at least you guys are finishing the season with a winning record. I don't think anybody in the NFC is going to finish the season with a winning record. Giants are in the lead right now. They need to win out to have a winning record, or at least get 9-7. But I don't know.
Yeah, and the Giants are what, like 5-8?
Yeah, I think they're like 5-8 after today. But it annoys me the fact that the Giants can beat the Seahawks, but the Eagles can't.
Oh, sorry, 5-7, 5-7. Yeah. So yeah, they'd have to win out to go 9-7, and I don't see the Giants winning out.
Yeah, I don't know who's going to win the division. I don't think it's going to be Eagles, so I really don't care at this point.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be the Eagles, and You know, I
I'm
have
looking forward.
another good friend that's a Philly. I shouldn't call him a good friend. Another friend that I know that's a big Philly hack, and he, you know, we'll see what he has to say. But
Yeah.
there it goes.
At this point, I'm just looking forward to the Eagles and the Flyers.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I think they'll have good seasons.
I'm wondering about, has there been any talk in Philly about JT Realmuto?
We didn't resign him because he's a free agent.
Yeah, but is there any word about him getting signed?
I haven't heard anything. I don't know where he's going to be going. I did hear a while back that he could be going to the Mets, which I feel like will happen, and obviously we don't want that. But because you're a Flyers and Phillies fan, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, I appreciate the call in, man, and it's a pleasure. Thanks, and by the way, thanks for joining me the other night on the ESF Superfan show as well. It was good having you in the audience.
Oh yeah, that's a great show. Great group too.
Well, I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed it with Fred. And folks, if you want to, we do a football show with Elite Superfans. Hopefully, I'll get it squared away where I'll push it to my page. It didn't do it last time, but it'll come out live on my page, and then you guys can see it. And then I will download it and hopefully put it up onto YouTube at a later time as well, so you guys can watch too.
All right, thank you, Jack.
All right, Mike. You take care, brother.
Bye.
All right, that's Mike Blevins, Philly superfan. Always good to see him in here as well. You don't need to knock him out, but again, we're up at 11:15. We've been on for a little over an hour. If you're gonna call in, let's hear it. All right, you take care as well, there, Hot Neil. Good, you're heading out. Be able, good on you. If we have any other callers, let's say we've been on for about an hour. Again, I appreciate Mike calling in. I appreciate Ed calling in. I appreciate Valerie. I love Valerie. I definitely love Valerie. And my goodness. Willie Music, good to see you, brother. Hey, Willie was in on my broadcast today. Good to see you here as well. Did I say Blevins again? Givens. Hey, at least I remembered it was Mike. It's going to be hard now because there's a reason why I'm saying it, because that's what I think it is. Thinking Wentz needs a change of scenery. I agree, Sonny. And again, Willie Music was in on my broadcast today. Great to see him in there. So Kansas City is going for, they're going for a field goal. So that just means that Denver has to score a touchdown. Oh, there's a flag, though. Delay a game. All right. Yeah, Willie, good to see you in here as well, and I appreciate you joining the broadcast. Hopefully you will be here for other shows there, Willie. And again, Willie, have you been in before, or is it just on my Applecast? Because if you have, I apologize for missing that. I try to remember all the people that are normally here. Okay, so 109. Let's see the 48-yarder now. And good again. Tell you, Butker is a good kicker. Yeah, I believe Carson Wentz he's not all that in a biscuit. Okay. Oh, okay. There we go. Now I know, Willie. Will, now I know exactly who you are, Will. Thank you for being here, Will, and tell your mom I said hello. There you go. It's Will Carley, one of my overseas fans, and he's here. And wow, it's late there. It's after midnight. So again, Will is calling from overseas. How confident am I over the Phillip Rivers Colts? I'm confident that the one thing that the Raiders have against Phillip Rivers is that they know him from all of his time as a Charger. Okay? They know about him from all of that time as a Charger. But he has a better team this year. They got some good offensive weapons. And yeah, and even Sonny said it. We know what we know all about him. It's making sure that we now remember last year, and I was there. Was it last year? Yeah, I was there last year in Indianapolis. I was there in Indianapolis last year where they didn't have T.Y. Hilton. He was out, and and this was earlier in the year, and it was just Jacoby Brissett was just kind of like learning what the ropes, okay? So, and Valerie says that we are down key players. I get that. But, I mean, the Raiders have got to play up to snuff. If you are down, I mean, if we get boat raced by Indy, that's horrible. And the other thing is that the Raiders have won more games on the road this year. What are they? They 5-2 on the road, I believe. They actually 5-2 because that would be 7. So they're 5-2 on the road. Oh, we'll have to wait for. I tell you what, Mike. We'll keep the and only because I asked about the Phillies and I shouldn't have. It's a football show, but we'll talk about that maybe on the Thursday show. Okay, ball is on the ground, so that is not so it's 4th down now. So the Denver is down to its last tick, and it can be done. It can be done. But I tell you, and Thor makes a grand entrance. Good to see you. Yeah, I'll do shows not in the NFL season. Thor, good to see you here. Yep, no, and Cap. Sorry, Raider Homer came in as well, so good to see you as well. Raider Homer and Thor Helm, thank you for being here. Yep. So okay, and Valerie is that's a Tyron match. That's the game. That's the game. So, but again, and we're gonna hear from Thor. As a matter of fact, Thor, welcome into the show. How you doing, partner? What's going on?
What is happening, my brother? Shit, I didn't know you were on tonight when I was looking earlier. You weren't on. I just happened to slide down. Let me check again. Sorry, I'm so late.
No. It's and again, I said normally the only reason why I'm doing a show like the late show is because it was an East Coast game. And again, This will be the last time I do it because again, the shows will be, we'll have the show after the game, and so it shouldn't. It'll be like one of those things where I'll have a show, and I'll have it on like right after the game. And so I'll have my show on after the game, so you don't have to worry about missing it. But again, I appreciate a person of your stature coming in and being on my show. You know what I'm talking about.
Right on, brother. Right on. Most def, man. Most def. We're talking about Raider football, so I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy we got a miracle defensive call by the Jets today. I don't know. And we didn't overthrow Ruggs, thank God, on that last play. What a win. I mean, honestly, by hook or by crook, by 1 or by 30, find a way to get this W. Because if you don't get this W, you don't deserve any W's the rest of the way out. But we give ourselves a chance now, This is my problem with the coaching staff, from the top to the bottom. I mean, Chuck, I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of we have a 3 or 4 point lead in the third quarter, and now we're super conservative. They have one of the worst passing defenses, if not the very worst passing defense in the league, and we're throwing all over them. So now, because we're up 3 or 4 in the fourth quarter, or third quarter, not even the fourth quarter, we're going to get all conservative, and they're actually decent at stopping the run. We don't have Jacobs, so let's go ahead and run when we can throw all over them. We just have no killer mentality or instinct from the coaching staff, top to bottom. It really is like, it's draining. I'm really happy we won this game, though. And I feel like because we do play up to opponents and down to opponents, that when we play Indy next week, we'll play up to them. And I think we're going to win the game. And that puts us in prime position. We will have Miami to get in. If we get in, we have a shot. Anyone who gets in has a shot. We've seen that before in the NFL with teams like the Steelers or the New York Football Giants or whatever, 6 seeds winning it all. So let's get in and give ourselves the chance. Grow. Let the team grow by getting in and getting some playoff experience under their belt, whether we make a run or not in the playoffs. But just give us a chance to get in. You know what I'm saying, Captain?
Oh, I agree. And again, I'm glad that you. It looks like we have a good influx of some folks coming in late. Again, Thor, and then we have Raider Oso. From TNBC coming in here. I'm glad everybody's here, and again, when we have shows, and it's a good thing that I'm still teleworking, because again, it's going for like 11:30 on the East Coast, but I'm here talking Raider football, and I enjoy the hell out of that. So
amen, brother, amen. We needed some time for our hearts to calm down after that game anyway.
yeah, and I tell you, if you were listening to my, and I keep bringing this up, and I apologize because it sounds kind of like broken record-ish. If you were listening to my Apple podcast, by the way, Thor, you got Apple?
I do not.
I don't have Apple either. I had to buy an iPad in order to do this. So hopefully, when the app gets all of the good things worked out, that they will go over and they will have it also on the Android app, so I can have everybody listen to the show. And that would be great. I don't know how if they can do like multiple. I don't know how it would work, but that's a techie issue. I'm not even gonna worry about that. But in fact, what Valerie's gonna do, she's gonna try to get her daughter's Apple phone so she can listen to me do a broadcast.
Oh, yeah, I hear you. I mean, honestly, I never even listen to the broadcast because I'm usually got a couple Raider fans around, and, we're drinking and we're talking about the game, and the neighbors hear me cussing all through the apartment complex and screaming. So I never even know what they're talking about on the TV or anything on game time until I rewatch it the next day. I'm way too high strung during game time to even hear anything that's going on. Otherwise, I'd love to listen to you and see, but I'm just too, come game day morning, I'm too fired up and too crazy to be paying attention to any audio, really. I'm just letting my eyes tell me what's going on. And shit, today, we came out in the second half and scored. We're supposed to put them away and step on their neck, and the killer instinct, we just have to find that. And the coaching staff, I don't know you got to lay into people and let them know this is, unacceptable to play without. But then that's the coaching. That's just, like, they're taken from what they're given. Like, I don't know. I'm a little frustrated on that, but we got the win, and that's all that really matters. By hook or crook, 1 or 30, it's all the same. So we'll take it, and we need to come out and represent. We need to win 3 out of the last 4. We need to beat Miami, and we need to beat Indy. And hopefully we win the last 4, but we have to get 3 out of those 4 have a shot. I think. I don't think 9-7 will get it done. 10-6 is going to have to be what it is, and that I think gets us in. I hear people saying we have to win out. I don't think we. I mean, it'd be nice to win out, sure, but I mean, 10-6 is better than what I predicted at the beginning of the year, and I'd be really happy with it. And I think it gets us in, and it gives us a shot. So, again, I just want to have a shot, Cap. I just want to have a shot to get in and see what we could do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, like I said, and again, minimum. If you're not 10-6, don't. And by the way, it's 10-6 with this caveat: 10-6 with 2 of those wins being over Miami and Indianapolis. Okay.
Oh, yes, exactly. That's yeah. Well, I mean, for sure. I mean, if we go 10-6, automatic one of them has to be. If one of them at least, but I think 10-6 with those 2, you need those 2, and then hopefully you get Denver and San Diego. But we'll see. You know, I mean, they're division games, and division games teams always want to show up for no matter what. And hopefully we get them both. And you know, I hate Kansas City and Denver both. I actually was kind of rooting for Kansas City to hold on and win this game right now, just because we're not going to catch them. And if they give Denver another loss, Denver gets closer to being completely eliminated and kind of giving up. So if we have to play them on the last week of the season, hopefully the only thing they have to play for is to beat us, and not, you know, I don't want them to have no kind of shot at all. So that's the only reason, because we know Kansas City's going to the playoffs. We know they're probably for sure going to win the division. So for that reason, I was like, I just hope they go ahead and win this game. I mean, or it ends in a tie, because I hate to see either one of them win. But that's probably not going to happen. So
yeah, and I agree with you there. I mean, it's like it doesn't really do any good for anybody to beat Kansas City. I mean, honestly, it's going to be between Kansas City and Pittsburgh, and I think that, you know, Pittsburgh has got at least 3 tough games yet. They have Indianapolis, they have Cleveland again, and they have I can't remember. They have one other game, you know, that's tough. So so the Steelers, knowing what they have to do, I don't see. I see the Steelers losing at least 1, if not 2, of those games. So it doesn't really worry us about, you know, Kansas City, because Kansas City, even if they would have, I mean, if they lost all the rest of their games, they're still in the playoffs. Right.
So whatever. I just know we need to beat the Colts on Sunday. That's all. I hope that's all we're looking at, and I hope we're looking at, like, putting together a complete first to fourth quarter till from whistle to whistle till it's over. Don't take your foot off the gas, and don't take it easy on the team, because for whatever reason, I mean, hurt people's feelings. That's what I want from this team. I want them to get that attitude, like, we're going out there to destroy people, to hurt people's feelings, to make them not even want to play anymore this season. They need someone to come in and just really just get them fired up or something, because I don't know what's going on with some of it. But, you know, we'll get it done. We'll get it done. And it was good talking to you, Cap. Go Raiders. Hey, the season, we're still alive, baby. We're still alive. We still got a shot. I will holler at you later, my brother. I'm going to get out of here. Have a good night, Cap. And all my Raider Nation fam out there, I see y'all. Love y'all, man. Let's go, baby.
Hey, Thor, I appreciate you being here, partner. It's a pleasure, always.
All right, good night.
Good night. That's Thor. And I tell you, I love listening to Thor. Really good people there. Really good people. And I agree with Matt. 72007 got to stop the run. Sonny as well. We have been conservative. And if you guys had a chance to listen to my broadcast that I had for the Raiders again last week with Blitzchick on, And Blitzchick is not a fan of John Gruden. Not that she hates John Gruden, but she knows how conservative, and I even said this as well, John Gruden has got to learn to stop being so damn conservative. Because remember, it was Bill Callahan with Mark Trestman that took the same offense that Gruden had and took the restrictor plate off of it. And that was when Rich Gannon was a MVP. So and remember, Bill Callahan's not coming in that door anytime soon. And I honestly believe that if the Raiders don't continue to improve, and this is year 3 of Gruden, it's 2.3. Second stint, third year. I say that if Gruden doesn't continue to do things, it wouldn't be that Mark Davis would fire him, although I think Mark Davis, or actually Mike Mayock, needs to fire Paul Guenther. I think he needs to do it, because I don't think that Gruden's going to fire Paulie G. And it's something that needs to be done. If Paul Guenther is our defensive coordinator next year, no matter what we do, the Raiders will not be successful. I'm telling you this. We have too many good players on defense that are young and hungry and want to hit and want to be put in a position to win. And I know that Paul Guenther does not take a snap. I get it. Paul Guenther does not take a snap. But, it needs to be done. We need it. We need a new defense coordinator, because I like the guys on defense. Cleve Farrell, Max Crosby, Abram. I love Kwiatkowski. Okay? I love Trayvon Mullen, and Arnett, if he can stay straight and upright, I love him. I love the way what we have in our corners. I like what I see with the kid we had from Dallas. I'd like to see Tanner Muse come in. Remember, he's been on the IR. I want to see what he can do at safety. Corey Littleton was saying about, and you could tell in the way he talks, he does not like this defense. So if you put Corey Littleton in a defense where he actually can play a lot better, and Nick Morrow, my God, he's playing so much better. Nick Morrow playing so much better. Hankins is wonderful. Carl Nassib was out today, but he's been a find at defensive end as well. Hurst, yeah, I was absolutely looking for him to... Valerie, good night as well, honey. I appreciate you being here. Raheem Morris. And Raheem Morris... He has that team playing better, but will he be the head coach in Atlanta? He might be, because they're playing a lot better for him. So that would take him out of the consideration. Okay. Yeah, shit ton. I agree with you, Matt. If he's put in a position to do well, I think he would play a lot better. Not sure if Homer's still here. If we get some calls, I'll stay on. We're almost at an hour and a half. We're almost at an hour and a half. And good night to I love my Valerie. I love my Valerie. Thank you for being here, honey. We need to see it. We got a call, great. It's going for midnight. I know for a fact that I'm not on past midnight, but we can have a call or two before then. It's 11:40 p.m. on the Eastern time zone. And we're definitely going to wrap it up, but I'm giving it a couple minutes to see if we have any more phone calls. Yeah, I agree, Matt. You put these guys in a position to play, not out of position. Mike, Matt's not a caller. Matt is a commenter. I'd love to hear from Matt one of these days. I would. Matt is a definitive, awesome commenter. I'd love to have him call in. Matt, in fact, if I knew Matt was going to call in, I would make sure that I would lead with him. But if we have a caller, I will stay on. I know Valerie went night. Matt, now other Matt used 72007. That's the other Matt. Matt can call in. But we got to have some folks, and I want to make sure I'm not missing it. I know Homer came in, and Sonny came in late, and appreciate y'all coming in. Thor came in and out. Appreciate that, and I love that. I didn't even realize that Willie Music was Carolina's son. That's amazing. So if Will's still here, Will, my God, it's almost. It's going for 1 o'clock in the morning there. Go get some rest. Go to bed. And like I said, we did have Raider Homer. No worries. Homer was here. But if we have some other folks coming in, that's great. Hot Neil was in and out. We have 12. I'm going to do this. It's 11:40. I'm going to give it 2 more minutes. And Oso was here. Thank you again for Oso. And while I'm here, Oso, I want to make sure that the word gets out. Oso, I don't know if Oso is still here. Hopefully, he is here. Oso for TNBC in Texas is giving like 2 underprivileged. I'm going to get the word right. 2 needy. There you go. 2 needy families in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. TNBC is going to be providing them with dinners for Christmas, and that's wonderful. So if you would like to help out, and again, I'm not sure if Oso's still in here. Hopefully he is. Go onto the TNBC page. Again, TNBC President Oso Raider, great guy. Make sure that you do your part. Because again, China, in fact, I got to get with the Raider at China. I haven't heard from her in a while. But we'll see. Will, thank you for saying that. Raiders, good to see you as well. But again, TNBC President Oso and their club is giving away. Oh yeah, there you go. Thank you. I wanted to make sure that I had it correct, and I'm glad you're still here, sir. 2 needy families in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. If you are watching this now and you can help out, get with Raider Oso. And look them up on Facebook. I think it's Raider Oso. But just look up TNBC Dallas. Get all that information out as well. I know that Homer is the president of the Black Hole chapter in his area in Austin. So again, these are people that are trying to do good things. And I can't wait until I get because I have a Black Hole chapter as well. But it's kind of hard to get anything done when I've basically been, housebound for a long time. So I hope to get my Black Hole chapter up and running a little bit better as well. But again, get with TNBC and Oso. And it's about time. I gave it a couple minutes. So there you go. Thank you everybody for being here. It would be, yeah, Violator, he was busy, but that's fine. I've had Violator in as a guest at times, so, you know, it's always good to have him in and about as well. But we will be here again. It'll be Tuesday, and we will have the, thank you there, Mike, appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. Again, we have three more folks with entries using the super chat and super sticker. Matthew 72007 with an entry, Ed Winchell with an entry, and Vincent Vidub with another entry. So I know Ed Winchell has a few entries. I'll have to check with see how many Matt has. Mike. Yeah, Mike, did I screw it up again? Oh, okay. Well, Matt says he's going to call in when the Colts lose. Call in anyway. Win or lose. Did I say something mean, Homer? I hope I didn't say anything mean. He says thanks for the vote of confidence. Oh, if I said something stupid, I apologize. And Sonny's calling it, so I'm gonna cool the show here. Sonny, you're on, man. What's going on? I will stop and give you your call in. What's going on?
Hey, Captain Jack. Sorry, I know you were about to get off, but I wanted to. I at least wanted to say, great show, great everything, and go Raiders. I'm like that. You know, it's not about the score. It's not about how ugly the game is, or you know what we could have done, what we should have done. You know, it's about the dub. It's about the win. Like, you know, the column looks good, and but I just wanted to thank you and keep you up for another minute.
Okay, sure. You
keep you awake for another minute.
Yeah, I'll be up for another minute.
Yeah, no, but no, it was an awesome game, and you know, shout out to Cleve Farrow, shout out to Waller, shout out to Carr. I know he had some bad passes, but he had a lot of good ones too. You know, he owned it, and Ruggs, like he atoned for a lot there in the end. And I actually thought the D played really well, especially the second and third quarters. Like not necessarily the first half of the second quarter, but they played well. They did well, and we weren't producing there for a bit. And it was the conservative play calling, as Thor mentioned. We played not to lose.
Yeah, and again, it's there were times when the defense was playing well, but I mean, the consistency is still not there. It's inconsistent. They are consistently inconsistent.
Yes, absolutely. No, you're right. And that's a young team. I mean, it is what it is. And, you know, and I'm not going to take anything away nothing against Paul Gunther. Like, you know, I'm not one to say, like, you know, ship him out, you know, like, I don't know what a situation is. Is that like, and I know that this is a weird season, and but I just feel like we could be a little more aggressive. We could be a little more. We're just not as refined as as I think we could and or should be, even with that young talent. Because remember, a lot of that young talent comes from some pretty good programs. Like they're good players.
Yeah.
Injuries and stuff like that, COVID, all that plays in, and I get it. But don't want to make any excuses. Everybody's dealing with that. So.
Yeah, and like I said, I like. I mean, when you look at the young players, like I said, you got a Clemson body in Mullen, you got a Clemson body in Farrell. Okay, Mad Max is out of Western Michigan, but he's playing like a perennial All-Pro. Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And again, Kwiatkowski is a younger-ish linebacker, and Littleton, we got them on some good deals. And I like what we have. Again, Abram was a top pick, and I like what people can do when you put this all together. And again, I've never been I always say Paul Gunther doesn't take a snap. I get it, and he doesn't. But the defense has just got to play better consistently, and that's what they have not done.
Yeah, it is. It is, and I don't want to say total play calling because coaches coach, players play. All right. So in other words, Gunther may have called the right play, but the players didn't execute as well as they should have. And we can go up and down with that all. It doesn't matter.
Right.
All right. And again, young team, a lot of what is it? Seven new starters on defense this year to start. Is that correct?
Well, let me see. Arnett and I'm going to say Abram because again he only played for like a quarter last year. So Arnett.
Oh yeah, no, he's a rookie. Yeah.
Then you had Littleton and Kwiatkowski that came in. So that's at least 4.
And then you had Carl Joseph's not there, so Eric Harris was a new one. By the way, anything new on Jeff Heath? Anybody know anything about his injury?
No, I didn't hear anything about Jeff Heath. And again, he's a dynamic player. I mean, I know that he's a little on the older side for what we're used to, but if it wasn't for his play this year, we would have lost several games.
Oh no, yeah, and I like the mix and match. I like the younger, I like the build. All right, but you got to throw some, throw some veterans in there every now and again. Like Witten, for instance. Even you don't see a lot of what he does. He doesn't do a lot on the field, and when he does do stuff on the field, it normally works out well. But what he's doing for the rest of the group, it's just I'm all for that. I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah,
veteran play is good, and Eric Harris is a baller. I mean, he's not the best. He's not. Yeah, we need a better safety. All right, we need somebody with a little more range, and but I like the guy. He's a good guy, and he plays hard. So I give him that.
Yeah, for sure.
He wears the silver and black.
Oh yeah, and again, he plays his position. He's intense. He hits, and again, I have nothing but accolades for Eric Harris. I mean, could the Raiders improve at every position? Sure. Could they improve at safety? Yes. But I like what we have out of him, and I've liked his demeanor this year. And even Dallin Levitt came in at the very end today when we needed him. When Heath was out, and he played well.
Oh, just him. I know it was a 96-yard drive for a touchdown, but he still stopped that ball on the 4-yard line.
Yes.
Special teams wise. So he's been a great special teams player. I like Levitt a lot, and he's a solid backup. I wouldn't say over the top, but I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah,
he's good.
And I said that one penalty he had called against, and that was a bullshit penalty. What was it, last week against the Falcons? That wasn't him. That's the NFL officials being stupid.
Oh yeah, no, that was I'm with everybody else on that one. Burn the tape. Falcons. Actually, no, it was actually kind of a. I know it's going to sound weird, Cap. And I apologize, but it's that whipping that we took in Atlanta. I wasn't expecting it. Didn't see that coming. Didn't see it happening. But I think it was a good wake up call for the youth. Well, I think it was get it together. Get it together. You know what I mean? Hey, stop reading the press. Just get it. It's any given Sunday. I mean, these teams are good. And don't let that record fool you.
Yeah.
They're all pros.
Well, and again, today, the Jets played us as well as we played Kansas City when we went into Kansas City and beat them. So they had it on their radar that they were going to beat us, and they could have, and they could have. I'm not saying they should have because I'm not going to go that far, but the way they played today, they most definitely could have for sure.
what's funny about that is it's like we did to the Jets what Kansas City did to us in the second game.
Yeah.
If you think about it, they went up, game over, feels like game's over, that sort of thing. And KC, drove down the field, boom, boom, wow, heartbroken.
Yes.
All right. And we did the same thing to the Jets today.
Yeah. And so, we were on the receiving end and we were on the giving end for sure.
Yeah. But, it's just growing up. It's growing pains. It is what it is. So. But I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to keep you up late. I just wanted to call and give you a shout out and thank you for all that you do, and shout out the Raiders. And and again, I'm like, I know there's a lot of people picking the game apart, and I understand that. And I respect that. I do the same thing. I'm a stat. I get it. But still a win, Raiders.
That's right. That's
all
right. And Sonny, like I said, I saw, and I know that you don't call in very often, so that's the reason why I stayed up. Because again, I'm definitely going to give you time to talk.
All right, no, appreciate it, sir. But you have a wonderful evening, and again to everybody else in the chat, everybody, just go Raiders. We won.
Yeah.
All right, it's on to the Colts, and we know Phillip.
Yes.
Got to get Jacobs back.
Yeah, exactly. Got to get Jacobs back. Got to get Abrams back. Got to get our guys that are. I mean, I don't want to lose anybody that's injured right now. I don't want to lose because we're going to need that. Anybody that's injured right now, I don't want them to be injured anymore because we need everybody. We need all hands on deck for sure.
Actually, I kind of think it was cool that we did fit so many players this week. Some of let them heal for the stretch run. Because that was not a bad idea. I mean, they were dinged up. All right, could some of them play? Yeah, but all right, let's sit them, just write it out and see how it works out. And because I'm like, we got some big games coming up in front of us, and these are the ones that they really matter.
Yeah.
And
like I said, we got to win them all. I mean, if we win them all, obviously we're in the playoffs. But we got to win at least 3 out of the next 4 minimum.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. You're absolutely right.
All right.
Let's just go 4 for 4 and just call it.
Yeah, let's get them all. I like that better as well. Sonny, hey, thanks again for calling in, partner. Much appreciated.
Absolutely, sir. And you have a great night. And go Raiders.
Go Raiders. That's Sonny Jeffers. I made sure that he was in here. And so I will do this again. And again, I like I said, if it was anybody else, like I said, Sonny wanted to make sure that he got in. That's fine. But now we're doing the outro again. And there were other people that wouldn't let you. If you're doing the outro, sorry, I'm going to bed. No, I'm not going to bed. It's almost midnight. Thanks again for joining me here on the Ask Captain Jack show, the second one. Remember, I won't be doing double shows anymore because there's no more East Coast games. So I will have the one show immediately after the game. I might come back. I might do a part 2. Maybe. We'll see. It just depends upon what's going on. If it's a great victory show, maybe I'll do that. But so let's get the wins first. Let's get the wins first, and then we'll talk about maybe having a double show. But again, catch me immediately after the games upcoming. We got 4 more games. Got a month. Got a month to go. And let's see what we have here. Y'all take care again. We'll see you on Tuesday. Again, Wednesday night, I will be back again. Tuesday night will be obviously the Raider-centric Firing a Broadside podcast, webcast. No calls, but you'll be listening to me. And then Wednesday night, I'll have my, obviously, over there with the Ref Guru. We'll have on that show. And you know what? Watch that one, because this is a professional referee, a professional official. With myself, with Violator, with Raider Homer, This is good stuff. You don't have to listen to the sub-quality stuff. You're going to listen to professionals. We'll see you there. Tuesday, Wednesday, obviously, you don't know jack about sports on Thursday. And then join us again for the Elite Superfan show on Friday. So, I'll take a night off, but plenty of good stuff upcoming. Thanks again, folks. We'll see you out there.